Alright guys, hi, this is Anime Insight here with Tro Sensei. I am going to go ahead and do a review and basically try to interact with you guys on Youjo Senki. Yes, with Major Tanya. And then, so let's basically just go ahead and dive in it. Before that though, just real quick, go ahead and give this a like, share, subscribe, comment if you have anything you want me to go over or improve on. Just let me know. I'll be more than happy to. But let's just get right into it. So it basically starts off between a conversation with Ugur and Major Tanya. They're basically discussing the final preparations to end the war between the Republic and the Empire. And they're basically looking at that the Empire is looking to pull back the front lines and draw the enemy's main unit, and in that sense destroy them. Also, if you guys have followed along before this prior episode that I'm reviewing, it's basically in the final stages of war, either between the Empire winning or the Republic. And with that, just a quick backstory on Major Tanya. In her past life, she was actually a man, and as an atheist who was reincarnated through being X or Kami-sama or God, and is basically, besides this war that's going on, seeking to go ahead and destroy being X is what she refers him as. But back to the strategy. The strategy is basically an example of Hannibal versus the Roman Empire, and the reference they used was the name of Hannibal at Cannae. It's basically a plain and simple surround and destroy technique. I want to ask your guys on opinion on it. What's your thoughts on that plan? Do you think it's gonna a smart idea, bad, or suicide? Just let me know in the comments below. And yeah, let's see here. Also, Tanya was told that she'd be at the rear guard so that the Republic doesn't notice anything in regards to their plan. But yeah, that's it for right now. Then it basically goes over to the Empire's War Council, putting the plan to action, submitting it to all the generals, and basically following through with the plan. So let's see here, and it goes with Major Tanya's battalion trying to push Ryan back and give time to put the plan into action. A lot of her men have gone down in this episode, actually. Like, a lot of them are injured or hurt. The few mages that are still active are basically attacking the Republic Empire and trying to get by time till help arrives. They tell her that they can retreat, but she declines in order to try and cover the con of the plan, basically, and basically hide the Empire's true plan to the Republic. But let's continue. Looking on it, phase 1 of the plan was to basically have the Empire's army come out into the bungalows that Tanya and her battalion basically defeated, and then basically come back, actually. And how they would do that is that they made the railroad path for the emergency retreat, so they just would act like they were going in there. They also planted explosives in the underground as well, and they are headed now back on the train for emergency retreat. My thought so far is that the Empire suffered a lot of losses, but they calculated in that when they were figuring this out anyways. They lost a lot of mages, battle mages in fact, to be honest. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. Comment down what your guys' thoughts are on it. And so far, let's see here. Then the second phase of the plan was shock and awe. So basically, before they enter the final stage of the plan, it's basically what they're doing is to take out the enemy's HQ and leave them in disarray. And how they would do this, Tanya was asking, how would we do this? The mad scientists, like if you guys follow along on the last episodes, came up into the room and said, there is a recon unit that flies too high to be intercepted and too fast to be pursued. This is like a rocket, and basically how he described it, or they described it, it's like a one-way ticket to hell. And let's see, and the structure of it says that, from the mind scientist's words, is that there's 5 engines running on hydrogen. It's basically the first thing to break the sound barrier. Tanya asked, the main issue was that when they break through the sound barrier, what about the shock? The scientist says that you mages should have that defensive spell to go ahead and block the shock at no problem. Let's continue now. The Republic now, it goes back over to them, and it's basically stating they're talking about the final stages of war themselves, but they are not aware of the plan that is being unfolded, and they're basically is going to fall under the Empire's hand. So in that as well, just like how the plan was calculated, the main force of the Republic are advancing to the bunkers that were deserted by the Empire army, and then after that scene, it basically just goes back into the Empire generals discussing that we're basically putting everything on the table. If Tanya teams fails, then the rest of the plan crumbles underneath. So that tells me that they're basically relying on Tanya right now to hopefully get this done. Because if not, then this basically would be all in vain. From what I got from that. So Tanya and the remaining of her battalion are going on taking the rockets and heading straight to the enemy HQ. That's all for that episode as of right now. From what I reviewed on it. If you guys have any questions, comments, or anything I can do better on, just right there, comment down below, and I'll be more than happy to take that into consideration. But don't forget to like this video, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And thank you for being part of Anime Insight.